Hi, I'm Chanelle Adams and welcome to my channel. So if you already didn't know, I'm here in San Jose, Costa Rica, and I'm here to introduce to you my new travel program called Travel with Chanelle. Yes, we're going to be able to travel together. We're going to eat like locals, stay like locals, and live like locals. I hope we can experience this together. So stay tuned for more information, and I hope to see you there. Hi everyone, I'm Chanelle Adams and welcome to my channel. So you saw the title of this video. I'm here to explain to you how immersion actually works and what are some things that's stopping you from actually becoming fluent. I spent most of my Spanish learning journey in Colombia. I began in Madrid, Spain, and I believe that I became advanced, some will say fluent, I like to say advanced, in Colombia. And now I'm able to communicate comfortably almost everything that I want to say, almost everything that I feel, and it's actually very freeing and it's very liberating to now be able to speak comfortably in my second language. Something that I've noticed that some of my friends who are learning Spanish, or even some of my students who are learning English, they may not understand how immersion actually works. Now, I can share a quick story with you when I was living in Medellin, Colombia. So me and a group of friends, we went to visit this brand new restaurant that just appeared in my neighborhood in Medellin. And it was like the talk of the town. It was like a beautiful place. It was under construction for maybe like 2 months when I was there. So everyone was really excited to visit this restaurant. So me and a group of about 5 people, we went to the restaurant and it was packed. It had so many people, it had loud music, and it was really great. Now, at this point in time, I still felt a little shaky in my Spanish, but I was good enough to, get around and pretty much say what I wanted. So as we were all talking and me feeling very confident in myself with my Spanish skills, I'm keeping up with the jokes, I'm even cracking jokes. It was amazing. So after a few hours, I excused myself to go to the restroom. So I knocked on the door and I didn't hear an answer. So I opened the door and there was a girl in there and she quickly closed the door and it rammed into my finger. Oh my God, it was so painful. It was so painful. Oh my gosh, and I don't do well with pain. So I was crying like a baby. There was blood coming down from my finger. It was just a mess. And because of the big amount of pain, the large amount of pain that I was feeling, and me seeing my finger bleeding, I screamed like a crazy woman. I was just like, so basically, even though there was loud music playing in the restaurant, pretty much half the restaurant heard me scream. And I'm like, great, now I get to embarrass myself even more than not being able to speak perfect Spanish. So an employee quickly ran to me and asked me, ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? What happened? What happened? So I explained to him what happened. I basically told him, había alguien en el baño y me chocó el dedo entre la puerta y la pared. And even though I may have said it a little bit weird and probably was wrong, he understood exactly what I said. So and basically what I said was my finger got caught in between the door and the wall and there was somebody in the bathroom. So technically I actually said the door crashed in between my finger and the wall, but that pretty much, explains it. But the real thing about this story is he was freaking out. He actually started freaking out way more than me, and maybe because he's new to the job. Like I said, the restaurant just opened, so maybe because he's new to the job, he's like, oh my God, what do I do? I never had to deal with something like this before. And so I'm just like, okay, you're freaking out way more than I am, so we need to get this together. So he's just like, and I said, necesito un vendaje, vete ya. And he's like, okay, vale. And so as he ran, I thought to myself, how do I even know that word? And vendaje is bandage. So I'm thinking to myself, how did I even know that word? I never learned that word. I never studied that word. I never Googled that word. And after he was bandaging my finger and helping me out and all of that, and I returned to my table of friends and the night was over, I went home nursing my poor finger, thinking to myself, that was weird. I never learned that word. How did I know to say that word? And so as I thought about it further and further, it actually was an episode of SpongeBob. Anyone who knows me in real life knows I love SpongeBob and I love cartoons. So I mostly watch them in Spanish. And I remember SpongeBob saying he needed a bandage for his finger. And so I only heard that word one time in my life, and my brain remembered it. And it remembered it at a time where I needed it. It remembered it at a time where it was very necessary to get something and to get the results now. So I share that story with you because we need to be put in situations where we need to express ourselves, and it almost needs to be forced. Hopefully it doesn't involve you hurting yourself. Sadly, that was my experience, but it needs to be something that presses you for time. You need to be able to push yourself, push your brain to test the limits, to test what you actually know. So the best way to do that is to move to another country. For me, I moved to Spain for 3 months, and then I moved to Colombia for almost a year. But I know that can be difficult for some people. Some people have bills, some people have a family, some people have a career. So sometimes that is not possible. However, there's another way to immerse yourself in the language, and you can use online. You can use online classes or different things. Sometimes you can watch shows. Like for me, I like watching cartoons in Spanish. Don't judge me. And other things like that. But not just listening to things, but you do have to speak. Speaking with native speakers using different apps is very, very helpful. And also, I wanted to share with you guys that I am launching a group immersion class. Yes, I'm launching group immersion classes for both English and Spanish, and I'm so excited to start this new program. It will be through Skype, and it will be groups of 5 and groups of 10, and you can choose whatever class that you want, whether it's English or Spanish, and we will be talking about real life events. We will be role playing games. I'll be correcting your English or correcting your Spanish, and everything is directly in the language, your target language. So no cheating. You can't speak your native language. You have to be immersed in the language that you are learning. And that's what my group immersion classes are going to do. They are going to push you and almost force you to speak the language. And I'll be putting you in crazy scenarios where you will have to pull out that language knowledge that you have been studying, so you get to test your skills. So there will be more information in the description box below. Check out the links and also click the groups that you would like, whether it's the group of 5 or the group of 10. And again, it's available in both English and Spanish. So I'm really, really excited, and I would really love your support in this new group immersion classes that I have. Yay! Also, if you guys haven't noticed already, towards the beginning of this video is my new commercial for my new travel group program called Travel with Chanelle. So this May, I will be going to Costa Rica with a group of you guys, my subscribers, my followers, all of the people that have been following me for all of these years. I think I've been on YouTube for about 3 years now. So all of you guys that have been supporting me for all of this time, I want to travel with you guys. Travel with Chanelle is a travel group program where me and a group of people who love travel, who love learning new cultures, new languages, eating new foods, and doing different things abroad, will be traveling to different countries and just enjoying the country, hanging out with locals, seeing a lot of the sights, and just doing a lot of the things that locals do in that country. That also will be in links below in the description box, so definitely take a look. The first place we're going is Costa Rica. Yes, we're going to Costa Rica, and we'll be going on a lot of adventures together. So I'm really excited for launching this program too. So definitely check out my group immersion program and my Travel with Chanelle travel group program, all in links below in the description box. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making this video because I truly believe immersion is the truest way to become fluent in a language and to become more comfortable expressing yourself in a language. What do you guys think? What struggles do you have with your language learning journey? What are some things that have worked for you? And what are some things that have not worked for you? Comment them below. I'd love to know. Again, thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!